Listen, my feed.
We should all show our explore pages right now.
On what, Instagram or
on
Twitter?
Instagram?
On Instagram.
On Instagram,
right.
fine. Yeah, I ain't got nothing on Instagram. It's all cars. All my shit is cars and sneakers on Instagram.
You just hit the
magnifying glass.
Mine is like damn near all memes.
Mine is like babies and families.
Mine
is weird
cars
animals in the ocean.
It's all cars and sneakers and Lance Wood shaking his hair for some reason. He got a blowout. But other than that, sneakers
like this.
Playing the drum.
Mine is memes and celebrity news updates. Yours is a squid.
Let me see your explore page, Pat, because I feel like yours is not gonna make sense. Like I feel like it's gonna be a bunch of random stuff that don't match.
That's it. Shit like alligators and stuff.
Right. I ain't even on the filth on Instagram.
No, you Pat, do the magnifying glass because you showing us videos. That ain't your explore page.
It is my explore page.
It's a bad bitch somewhere on the explore page.
It is.
Don't hide her.
See, right there. Keep going.
Right next to it.
We know what it is. He tried to make it seem like it was wholesome. We know, Pat.
Look at this though. This is on my explore page.
Showing you.
Just meat.
Is that ribs?
Just meat.
Why do you follow barbecue pages?
Cat, was that you?
I got food on here too. I got this. First of all, I'm like, yo, this looks flames.
Look at this brisket, bro. Look at my man takes a whole bite out of this. He just picks it up and takes
a
bite
whole pizza after that.
What the fuck? Look. It's not even the recipe. It's just the final product. Just like, here you go. Look what I ate.
Mine has a lot of celebrity updates.
Mine just has a bunch of family stuff on here.
It's really a lot of food on my page. I never noticed how much.
Fucking this up.
I got a strong cat. I don't even know what's happening here. I don't use this is a buff cat. I don't even use these pages.
A buff cat.
Hey, there's a 6-year-old boy who spent $16,000 of his mom's money on Sonic.
What? It's not
Damn, she can get that back.
Yeah,
would y'all put him up for adoption?
Upgrades in Sonic. How you spend $16K on Sonic, bro?
Hey. No, it's these transactions. What are they called?
Patty made more than 38 million from her pies.
Did she really?
A year.
That sounds about right.
A year?
A year. 38.
Bro, this
no thanks to you, Kev.
This is my goal. This is my goal. I want to have a eyeglasses line, a hat line, and a barbecue sauce line. I'll be good.
Them things.
How good this tape is. Damn.
I think it's a lot more barbecue sauce competitors than you think of. I think it got a smack, Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing, Cynthia, the sauce gonna smack. I'm gonna go to all regions of the earth to find the best seasoning for this sauce. That's what you got to understand. I'm not
because you got a lot of states down south, even on the East Coast. There's a lot of sauces that, I mean, families in years and years of perfecting it, and you just, if you think you could do it in your short 2-year span of.
The fact that Cindy was like, listen, man, the barbecue sauce industry is a lot tougher than you might think. It's regional, there's vinegar based, there's
listen, I'm gonna have one from all of that too. You understand me? I'm going to everybody's stuff. I'm like, oh really? That's how you do it? Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you prefer to hear what region?
I like the Midwest, man. I like sauce on our barbecue, man. We cook it, we baste it with the sauce while it's cooking, and we add.
I thought Midwest was dry rub.
I don't like the dry rub barbecue like that. I've never been a real big fan of that.
I thought that was Midwest though.
No, that's like
nah.
St. Louis is more the St. Louis baby back. That's kind of their thing. They be like, we on the baby back. I think the Memphis. You said Memphis is dry rub, man.
Yeah.
And is Carolina like vinegar based?
Yeah, I think
mustard based. I thought there was more mustardy, like the little, like the like gold, honey gold or whatever.
I haven't tried the mustard sauce, but it's very polarizing in opinions. Either people really like it or they like, ugh.
Right. I don't really like that as much because I like the sweeter barbecues, and that's more Midwest. It's like a sweeter.
Yeah.
Whereas like Carolina is more mustardy vinegar.
Sweet barbecue sauce. But the dry rub, PF Chang's got some dry rub appetizer ribs. They are flames.
They're good, but they would be, imagine how much better they would be with a good barbecue sauce. Oh,
that's also true. Because they have the barbecue sauce ones too. And maybe they will.
Barbecue sauce is the only sauce made for its meal. Like ketchup goes on a lot of stuff, mustard goes on a lot of stuff. Barbecue sauce is exclusively for barbecue. If you don't eat barbecue with barbecue sauce, you're doing a disservice to the meal itself. Okay, it's exclusively for that.
Hey, take it easy, man.
No. Because here's the thing that people don't understand. That's the difference between a barbecue and a cookout. People are like, yo, I'm having a cookout. I don't expect to see barbecue sauce. If I see it, great. If I don't, then I understand that.
Cookout and barbecue sauce was just semantics. Depending on where you live,
because here's the thing: in the Midwest, we only say barbecue. Hey, I'm having a barbecue. Hey, I'm throwing together a little barbecue. We don't say, hey, I'm having a cookout, because it's always gonna be barbecue sauce. But out here, out in LA, they're like, yeah, I'm doing a little cookout. You go to their house, they got hot dogs on the grill and chicken on the grill, but they ain't got no barbecue sauce in sight.
And a balsamic glaze, the fuck?
Man, where the barbecue sauce at, B?
But I thought when you said I'm having barbecue, that was more talking about the barbecue grill, not the sauce.
That's what I always thought.
It is open for interpretation. But to me, if you making any type of rib, you gotta put sauce on it. And I don't know if it's just I'm from New York, I'm from upstate New York, it's the East Coast. I don't know where it's from, but we put sauce on everything. Like growing up, ribs got sauce, the wings got sauce. It was buffalo right next to it. I don't know if that's why they call them buffalo wings. I don't know. But I like them hot and saucy. And so that's like, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When you hear cookout, what are you expecting to eat? If somebody said, come to my house, I'm having a little cookout, what food are you expecting to be there?
Here's my thing. I didn't have like a vocal, I didn't have like a vocabulary that like corresponded with menus. You know what I mean? Like when I heard cookout, I didn't think of a different menu than barbecue. Or like to me, it was kind of all the same. I just thought it was like a grill, a party that had somebody grilling, and then you got there and you sort of just saw what they were grilling. Sometimes it'd be hot dogs. If you were lucky, it'd be brisket and ribs or some other stuff. But it's usually all the same stuff, at least in LA. Like that's basically, for us, it's interchangeable. It's just like, come through. There's a nigga who may or may not cook or know how to cook on the grill.
That's very LA.
Yeah, it's more about
y'all call stuff functions. I never heard that until I was in Cali. I was like, a function? It sounds like a mandatory meeting. Like
they could even say kickback, and it would have somebody grilling.
It's hella LA. I've never heard that.
I've never heard a kickback until I got to LA.
Yep.
Oh, really?
The only kickback that I knew had to do like with like bribes or something. So someone was like, "Yeah, we got a kickback." I was like, "I'm not about to do nothing illegal."
Wait, what you mean bribes?
Kickback was like, if Meg has if I give my contract to her, then she pays me off some of the contract.
Right.
Like it's a back end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh that's illegal stuff. I'm good.
I've never heard run me my fade. Run me my fade was one of the. I was so confused when I heard that.
I was like, killed.
First of all, he sounded upset. Like, no, you're going to have to run the fade or the fair one.
Shoot the fair one.
What does that mean?
I want to shoot the fair one with the homie. Like, what?
What does that mean? Fight?
It means it's one-on-one. It's fair. Nobody else gonna jump in. It's the fair one.
Oh, that's what they mean.
Yes. I very rarely
That's to let it know, like, yo, don't jump in. Because also on the East Coast, we like jumping people. So it's like, yo, they gonna shoot the fair ones. You know, so.
I heard that was like, no, you gonna see me. I've heard see me one-on-one. I've heard nobody jump in. I actually never heard shoot the fair one explained. I just was like, I thought that just meant fight in general.
Like, I don't want to do it. That's all I know. Some shit I don't want to do.
Listen, all I know
there's a lot of ridiculous fighting terms out here, though.
I see. Y'all grew up in trauma. That's what that means to me. Okay? Y'all got way too many terms for fighting.
Like, have you heard sprout the lawn?
What?
You like literally like the backyard fade, like sprout the lawn?
Are you making that up?
Yeah, I made that one up.
We finna sprout the lawn, cuz.
I thought it was like that shit, because if it grow into something, it's gonna be a problem. Like,
See? It's always some like philosophical nigga who has some deep metaphor for it.
Listen, video first blood to switch C's for B's is so funny because somebody had to say, "Nah, you're gonna shoot the fair one," and other people had to agree. Yes, we will say that. We will.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the fair one makes sense.
That's cool.
I mean, my fade though. Where did that come from?
I don't know what the fade is. Like, you're hitting somebody because they got a fade hair. I don't know where the hell.
I don't know what the fade means, low key.
Wait, but doesn't fade away means like when you get hit and like you fall or something?
That might be, but I don't know.
That's a jump. I don't know if I can either confirm or deny that came from a jump shot technique.
I don't think so, man. It's just ridiculous. But I think this is.
There has to be some very logical way, like
probably the barber cut.
You're trying to catch the fade. That's how I most heard it. It's like I didn't hear shoot the
like
fade.
I'm gonna hit you so hard
you're about to catch a fade.
Like what?
He fades.
So if you catch a fade. Yeah, it has to fade away.
What if barbers were the first fighters ever? And every barbershop just erupted in fights. That might be why.
Listen, this is a perfect place for us to go ahead and kick the show off. We're going to jump right into this first topic right after this.
All right, so picture this. All right, you're at home, you're scrolling through whatever streaming platform you watch the most, and then you hit the bottom of it. That's right, you have literally watched everything that you can watch on that site. What are you gonna do? Huh? You gonna download something else and use that free trial for a week? No, don't do that. I have a better and much more fun idea for you to fill that void. Best Fiends. That's right, Best Fiends. It is amazing. First of all, okay, it's free to download. Already, all right? That should loot you in already, okay? Best Fiends is a match 3, your casual mobile puzzle game. It is tons of fun. And unlike that streaming platform, they are always uploading more levels all the time, okay? So you will never get to the bottom of it. You will just keep playing and playing and playing. You get where I'm going with this. Now, I talked about Best Fiends on a couple of different podcasts. You guys know how I feel about it. I am low on the total poll. I'm like on level 319 right now. I get people hitting me up all the time. I'm on 500. I'm on 575. I'm on 600. I don't care, okay? Everybody doesn't move as fast as you guys. Plus, I'm doing stuff. I pull out Best Fiends when I'm in between takes or waiting on my food to come, which is a lot more than I care to admit. But that's when I do it. I'm in the restroom, pull out Best Fiends, boom, boom, knock it out real quick. And that's the joy of Best Fiends. You can pull it out anytime. And one of the best things about Best Fiends, you don't actually need service to play the game. That's right, your phone could be in airplane mode and you still are playing the game. Come on, what's better than that, baby? Listen, with over 100 million downloads, this 5-star rated mobile puzzle game is a must play. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Best Fiends is boredom's worst nightmare. That's right, because if you have it on your phone, you will never be bored again. Now, what should you do? I'm gonna tell you, listen to me right now. Look at me, you looking at me? Look closer at me. Download Best Fiends today for free. That's right, download Best Fiends for free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's Best Friends without the R, Best Fiends.
All right, first topic of the day, we have dating someone your parents hate versus dating someone your children hate.
Huh. That's a tough one.
My mom and them, they didn't hate Melissa. My mom probably did. My mom did.
Wait, why? She's so nice.
Because I was no longer a mama's boy and I was spending all my time at her house. And it was like, all you do is go over her house. Oh, her mom cooks so well. Oh, her mom makes breakfast. Like she
Were you going back and bragging though? Like, oh, Melissa's mom be
No.
You didn't even talk about it?
I wasn't saying anything. I was just
No, it was some snitching going on.
I did say one time that Melissa's mom makes breakfast for them every day. So I was like, hey, could you make breakfast? Like, you know, she was like, oh, yeah. I never told y'all this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. I'll just tell Cynthia since she didn't hear. She was like, oh yeah, why didn't you ask? Of course. And I was like, oh, this is great. So the next day she poured some cereal on the kitchen table and just left it in the middle of the kitchen table with no spoon, no milk, just being petty. Like, here's your little, and she poured it at night. So it was all dried out and gross and stuff. So
in a bowl or just on the table?
It was just in a bowl in the middle of the kitchen table by itself. And I was like, you could have just said no. If you didn't want to do it, you could have just said no.
But think about it. That one thing probably snowballed into everything.
After
Wait,
that,
did y'all grow up
did
with
you
moms
learn?
who cook all the time? Breakfast?
No.
Did y'all grow up with mom who made breakfast every morning?
No.
We didn't even eat dinner together as a family. Like, I used to be super jealous of people on movies and stuff. I'd be like, wow, y'all got to eat together. My mom would cook and leave it on the stove, and you just went in there and made a plate when you were hungry, and that was it.
Y'all at least like watch TV together or something?
Nope. They were mostly working all the time, so there wasn't a whole bunch of like sit down and eat dinner together.
My mom would let us have breakfast for dinner, like French toast and eggs was nothing on a Wednesday night. Like, that was normal shit. Like, okay, like sometimes breakfast for dinner was easy to make. I don't know. I've had that before. Don't leave me out there. Somebody else has done it.
I just didn't know any like Black people, or none of my Black friends did the whole dinner with no TV, just at the table looking at each other. Like that was
our house. We were like that.
That was for like holidays and stuff. But then I remember going over to dinner for like my white friends, and it was just like, all right, well. And it wasn't even like they did it because they were interesting. Like it was like the conversation was kind of dry. Nobody was really funny. Like it was just because they did that just because it was dinner time, and that's what families were supposed to do. So okay. I don't know. I don't think that was a Black thing.
Yeah, we do that with our kids more. Not every time. We definitely have breakfast for dinner pretty often, a lot, because breakfast is just quick to make. You know, if you don't have to take nothing down. You can make eggs and bacon and toast or pancakes real quick.
And it's low key good all the time.
You're right.
Yeah, we dinner with our kids probably 2 or 3 times a week, I would say, where we like no TV and sit and eat.
Are you talking about just breakfast or dinner too?
Dinner mostly.
Okay. I feel like Black people just be rushing too much in the morning. Like there's just too much to do. I was always late for school or something. So like breakfast was never really a thing to sit down and just have like toast and pancakes and eggs. Like that was maybe on the weekend.
See, my dad was like, that was a requirement, I guess, because we grew up, she had breakfast for us every day. And then dinner every night. We were sitting by the table, no TV. Everybody just had to sit around the table. Deacon Thomas had to talk to us about whatever. And so when I look back at that, I'd be like, oops, because I'm not that mom. Like I do make breakfast every day, but I got a baby, so I have to. But like dinner, it kind of be like, all right, y'all, here go the food. Y'all eating whenever. Like Kev's mom, I'm more like that.
What was it like to have egg rolls for breakfast? Was it?
Well, they had eggs in them. Eggs and seaweed.
So much.
Eggs and seaweed.
Well, what about you, Tahir? What is it like to have hay for breakfast?
Hey, that was funnier. He didn't have hay. It was called slop, and it was put in his trough.
You introduced that joke, and then it went way funnier on you.
Man, it backfired the worst. I'm gonna edit that out.
That's what you did.
I'm gonna edit that out.
That's what's gonna get edited out, not the mess up.
Picture somebody feeding Tahir hay for breakfast. It's hilarious with the slow chew.
Yeah, it's the chew.
And then he puts cologne on and then gets ready for the day.
Favorite sea biscuit.
No, you're not above that, Tahir.
Oh man.
Then rub his back. That's a good boy. That's a good steed you are.
Oh man.
Okay, wait. What was the topic?
Back to the kids and the parents.
Oh.
Well, you don't have to. I feel like this. You don't have to, as an adult, you don't have to live with your parents, or you shouldn't really live with your parents once you get to a certain age. So it's like,
Oh,
I don't really care if my parents disapprove at this point, because
that's still important.
And no, it's important, but if I compare it to children, your kids got to live with you. So you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, your parents don't really have to live with you.
That's how I feel. I feel like because it's between who and who?
Your parents and your kids.
Oh, your parents or your kids?
Man, fuck them kids. The kids can't loan you no money when your check late. I'm doing.
That's.
I mean, because you know why parents can't either.
Hey,
real shit.
Man,
I know,
listen,
fact.
for real, man.
I don't know if that's a good.
they can float you a little bit. They can float your grocery money until you get paid. The kids can't do the shit but complain. Y'all go to y'all room.
The only thing is, like, with kids, I would always feel like I would just relate it closest to my younger siblings, and I've lived longer than them, so I just feel like I know more than them. So my kids, I'd be like, whatever, it's probably some selfish ass reason you don't want me to be happy. But my parents, I'd be like, damn, it's probably something you know that I can't see yet, and I hate the damn you was right face that I gotta have when the shit go left, you know.
Yeah.
So you gotta listen to
your mom though. My mom to this day, she really don't fuck with Farron like that.
What? Wait.
Y'all are just. This is a lot for me to take on camera. She
denies.
She just went right into that.
Here's the thing though. My mom denies it. She was like, "What? I didn't even." She lies like I lie. She was like, "I didn't even." We were in London.
You're stuck in a high-pitched nonsense.
We was in London. My mom didn't want to sit with her at the restaurant. And then when we went to Barcelona and we did the little bikes, the people pulling you on the bikes and stuff, I was like, all right, me and Farron right here, my sister and my mom, y'all got my mom was like, nah, I'll ride with you. She can ride with Dana, and we'll just meet them there. I was like,
what happened between them to here? What set it off?
I'm telling you, I think it's just like I was the firstborn. And I was her baby boy. I was a mama boy. And then I got married and she was just like, all right, then. It's like that for you and you. She did it at the wedding. Like she was like, this your home? This your man's?
It's your home?
Both of y'all.
At the wedding?
Yeah, she just got clapped.
She has a wedding dress on. This your home?
She came in sweats. She came in sweats.
No.
Now, my mom and my grandma didn't want me to get married to Melissa at the time I was getting married to her. They were cool with us getting married, but they wanted us to wait until we graduated from college. So my grandma was like, if you marry her after your junior year, I'm not coming. And I was like...
And you told Melissa that?
I told her later, much later. I didn't tell her at the time.
Oh.
Wait.
Because that's my thing, right? Currently, even with my brother, it's like, yo, when you have a new, I'm not going to say bitch, when you have a new woman or a girl that you're dating, what we tell you is what we tell you. Filter it to your girl. Yeah. She don't know us like that yet. And he made the situation very unstable by going back and being like, they was up there talking about you, talking about so da. I'm like, no, that's for you to fix.
Right.
You know how to facilitate, you know. So that was good you did that, because that could have went.
Oh yeah, because what happens is your family hates them. Y'all be cool, and the family still hates them because they don't be getting the updates that y'all ain't beefing no more, and they still holding on to when you was mad.
Ooh, yep,
that's true. My grandma, I was like, if you don't come, then you just ain't gonna see me get married. She was like,
"Did she come?
Of course she came. She was." Nobody had ever stood up to her like that. I was just like, man, I was trying to have sex and get my student loans paid down. You can't if one of y'all gonna be mad, it ain't gonna be Melissa. It have to be you.
She was like, I respect that. I'm coming.
Say less.
Yeah. Are you just gonna stand up to me and be a man? Okay, then I'll be there.
You're ready. Right.
So proud of you.
Yeah,
my family was trash. My brother was like, you're gonna change your last name to Marshall. That's how the family feels. I was like, y'all you can all say what you want. Come June 26, 2004, I'll be getting married. Love to see you. Would be so.
Did you go against everybody?
My dad was cool. My dad was like, he was also stationed in Iraq at the time. So he was like, man, I'm with you. But my mom, my brother, my grandma, they were big haters.
Yo, your dad was like,
"We're right though. You didn't change your last name to Marshall, but you kind of did. I mean, she do wear the pants.
I am a man.
I've seen when we were on tour, I saw Melissa tuck Kevin in, and then she went out and hung out with her homegirls.
Believe it.
She's just a strong black woman. A lot of men can't handle strong black women. I get it. It's tough to be married to one that be intellectually smarter than you, stronger than you, not physically. I mean, men would probably be stronger than her husband if that ever gets to that point.
I see that for sure.
But man, when you be married with a black woman, they be challenging you in a lot of ways. I see why a lot of men be like, bro, I want to be trash, and black women don't allow me to do that.
They make me better. Listen, well, because Farron pointed out to me that my mom was like the funny to her. I didn't even see it. I'm like, what? Nah. She was like, just watch this, and she pointed it out, and I saw it. I was like, yo, that's crazy. My bad. She was like, no, that's cool. She said one more thing, though. I'm gonna sock her ass out. I was like, wait. My mom? You go?
Oh, damn.
Nah, it's cool. Don't let that shit happen again, though. But it's for so cool. For the last time, it's cool. Like, what?
For the last time, it's cool.
And Farron would, too, because she's taller than my mom, too. She would get her in the corner and be like, try it one more time, and I'm going to fuck you.
Wow.
Well, listen, let's put it to a vote.
Doesn't rock with it. You really got to make a decision. And it's hard when you've like grown up in this household, in this dynamic, and you don't really know the new person as well as your family, but you know you can't be like halfway in and halfway out. Yeah. That's just the worst. You got to be either all in or you got to break up with them and be like, my family hates you and I'm not really strong. But your family can really put a lot of pressure on you. Like my grandma, I wasn't the only one. My stepdad, she didn't like him on purpose for like 10 years. She was like, no. She was like, I don't like no outside. I was like, he like 10 years in this. I think this is just gonna work out. I feel like like
statistically.
What about kids? Have y'all ever dated somebody that y'all kids didn't like?
My kid's a baby.
I don't have no say in subjects like these.
Oh yeah, I guess nobody knows about the other.
I've dated people whose kids I didn't like. But I think that's just,
them kids probably didn't like you either.
I don't give no fuck. They can't beat me.
Yeah, they can. All they got to do is wave some hay in your face.
They didn't know about that.
I don't know why that worked as well the second time as it did the first time. You imagine to hear me like that shit.
They do the jaw thing.
But this is going on long enough. Let's put it to a vote.
Okay.
Parents or the kids? Which one would you rather have mad at?
Okay, before we vote, here's what I just realized we didn't consider. We're thinking of kids when they're young.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like input. If your kids are older, that probably poses a lot more of a concern.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at some point your kids grow 20s or whatever. Like right now, all of us have a different relationship with our parents than we did when we were like small children.
Right.
And like if you're like divorced or like, trying to get remarried and your kids don't rock with that person, that's gonna be really hard. Because then they're like, I'm not gonna come over for Thanksgiving or Christmas because he over there. Now you really gotta
They'd have to do something really, really terrible. Because my parents are together, but if somebody in my 20s, like I got too much shit going on. I can't facilitate what my parents are doing and making sure they go like, dog. I'd be like, all right, y'all cool. You good? Like, y'all good though? Cool. Like the ups, the downs, I'd be like, I'm going through that. I'm going through that. So you going and dating, we can't both be heartbroken. Like, bitch, you got to deal with that shit. I'm out here in these streets. We can't both be in the streets, in the same streets. So you go to your streets, I'm gonna stay in mine, but I can't be concerned. But a teenager, I'd be like, all right, I gotta make sure they're good. Why are you not happy? Blah, blah,
Nice.
Yeah. That is harder now if you make it adult children.
Y'all would be in your parents' business like that?
I would. I mean, if Deacon and Sister Thomas got a divorce and my little Korean mama out here dating in these streets, please believe I would be questioning every last man.
Meg, what if you saw your mom doing a TikTok to body yada 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 yada?
I'll be like, first of all, why you ain't tell me? Because I want to do it too.
But you think that you're gonna?
I would be all in there. I would be like, let me talk to him or her now.
Yeah.
So y'all think y'all know more than your parents who raised you. You know more about who they should date.
Yes.
Okay, that's cute. I know they like.
What's happening at my age now? Maybe it's because of technology, but a lot of people on Twitter who are similar to my age, they be like, bro, it's kind of weird when you be starting to raise your parents in some ways. Like when the pandemic first started, my grandma was still going out. We were like, hey, get your butt in the house and stop. There's a whole corona outside. She was like, I'm just going to church. What I say? You don't go to church now. You go to church online. Like
I know. I feel like my dad is a prime suspect to get catfished. So yes, I would be all in his business.
What you say?
Pension. He gave his pension over to Alicia that he done bet on the old people's website.com. Yeah. And I feel like he would definitely get taken for that. He did that before?
No, she said he would.
No, him and my mom have been married for like 40 years. But I feel like if they got divorced, he would definitely I would have to help him.
Any relative doing online dating, like my sister dead ass asked me before, yeah, this guy, you know, we were supposed to meet someplace public, but he was saying maybe he could just come pick me up from my work. We met on a dating app. I had to text her back and caps like, bitch, don't let nobody from you met on a dating app pick you up from work that we've never met. We don't know. Like, I don't like none of my relatives on dating apps. That shit is like people, no.
I just read a headline about one of those things that went wrong. You don't do that.
This chick did just that too. She let the dude pick her up, and he it was in Atlanta actually.
Yep, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, that's where you are. Damn, that's Atlanta and Dallas are hot cities right now. Like I would not advise it.
That was kind of rough couple weeks there. People was getting shot. I was like, bro, is everything okay?
Man.
But Lil Boozy, he went to what was like the Slauson swap meet of Dallas, where the person was beefing with his homie who killed. So it's like you're going to the
okay. I didn't know that.
Headquarters,
big T's,
and you park there.
Speaking of Lil Boozy, did y'all see his Vlad? First of all, two things. I saw a picture of DJ Vlad, and I was like, why are people telling him about crime? He looks like he was like, here, police. This is all the information you need to know.
Every interview, he's like, I can't say who gave us this information. And then he would say some confidential, like FBI. It's so weird.
But Boosie was like, I'm suing Mark Zuckerberg because he took away my Instagrams for I'm suing him for $20 million because I can't even do no business. And he was so dead serious. It was
dead serious, Kevin.
It was funny because he was so mad. I was like, bro, nope, you can't sue him for that.
It's not gonna happen.
Let's put this to a vote. Let's put this to a vote.
I'll give you $100,000 to keep my account. Mark Zuckerberg got like $4 billion.
Right.
Said 20 billion.
No, I think Zuckerberg got like at least 3 or 4 billion. And
how much is he being sued for?
20
million.
million.
Oh, he sued him for 20 million, but he offered him $100,000 for his Instagram bag.
I'm like, yes, I'll take it.
That's like, I can't even quantify how insignificant $100,000 is to Mark Zuckerberg.
That's like throwing
change.
Like, get out of here, homeless man.
Like him getting a car wash on his Tesla. That's like $100,000.
Right.
Mark Zuckerberg. Like,
that's like, do you want a piece of gum? You're like, I'm okay. That's $100,000. It's like, I think I just brush my teeth. I'm all right.
Let's put it to a vote. Where we at with it?
I'd rather take my kids, not like if somebody, my imaginary kids I don't have. I'd rather them saying that than my parents.
I don't have kids.
Because my parents gonna influence my siblings too, and I got 4 of them. Like, no.
No.
Pat, I don't have kids either, but I could see my kids not liking who I'm dating anyway.
Oh, big time. Big time.
That's because Pat will be fucking a teacher. They'd be like, could you not?
And their friend's mama and they friend's auntie.
Jeez.
They just come in the house. They'd be like, Mrs. McCraftley, what are you doing here?
McCraftley? That would be tight.
Oh, that was such a funny teacher name.
McCraftley. I do care about my parents' opinion though, but I'm gonna say that. Yeah, kids, parents is worse.
Y'all family is so cute, Pat. Your doggone dad, your mom. I be watching y'all little family videos. I be like, oh, I want to go over there.
All right.
Hey, listen.
No, your parents' birthday video, and then your dad said nigga that one time. I was like, what? That's great.
Nigga more than me.
Pat put up a video of him taking Hazel shopping and getting her new toys and stuff. And it made me almost want a dog. And I remember we had a dog downstairs. Saw the dog, and I was like, get the fuck out my face, dog. It was going that fast. I immediately was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Wanted a new dog?
Yo, that's funny, bro.
I remember I hated dogs. I went downstairs and saw him. I was like, fuck out. Go ahead, Meg. What you got?
I think I'd rather my parents. I think it's better if my parents dislike some. Wait, what are we saying again? Which one's worse?
Yeah.
Parents or kids?
I think it's worse if my parents don't like who I'm with, because I think your parents always want the best for you, and they usually see what you can't see. Mm-hmm. Except for the few that are just trying to, game you because they're trying to use your money and your social security number. But other than that, I think parents have your best interest at heart.
Damn, man, you've been in Atlanta for
not always, man. Parents are oftentimes they be having their own motives and stuff.
I said that.
But you didn't heighten how much they be playing it as like your best interest, but it really be their best interest.
Okay, your trauma is showing. I get it. Your turn.
So what would you rather have mad at you, Kev? Your parents or your kids?
My parents. I actually care a lot about what my kids think. My parents, man, hush. But my kids, I be like, what y'all think about me as a father? Rank me now. I be checking in with my kids a lot to make sure I'm doing a good job.
That's good.
They be like, nah.
My mom don't even really talk to me, so I probably would go with the kid too. I would care more with the kid though, because my mom. One time I text my mom this long thing like, "Hey, I miss you. Sorry, I haven't caught up." Like this whole thing. She was like, "Cool, no worries." I was like, "Who the fuck you talking to, bro?" She played me off like I was a bothersome nigga trying to holler at her. I was like, all right.
No worries is such a raw response to what you said. No worries.
No worries. I ain't worried about your ass.
No worries is like, hey, can you grab me hot chocolate? And they're like, oh, they were out of it. Oh, no worries. Not like, hey, man, I really miss you and love you.
Yeah.
Plus, your daughter's too funny to not like who you with.
Oh, yeah, your daughter's great. And she's so tall. It's so cool.
All right, looks like the kids have it on that one. We're going to move on to this next topic right after this.
Fellas, it's 2021, okay? Whatever you want to do to change it up, reinvent yourself, I encourage you. Me and the good people over at Hawthorne. But one of the things I want to encourage you to do most is really indulge in some self-care. Hawthorne is the way to go for cologne, for body wash, for soap, for shampoo, for conditioner, for candles. They have everything, okay? Fellas, just because we went down for a couple months is no excuse not to have proper grooming, okay? Proper grooming should be part of your life. Just the same way you get up and brush your teeth and wash your face and you clean your ears. That's grooming, okay? Now it's time to enhance that, take that to the next level, and that's what Hawthorne will help you do. Ladies, if you're watching, tell your man to listen up, okay? It's super simple. You take a 2-minute quiz. In this quiz, they're gonna ask you who you are as a person. You go to bars, you go to clubs, huh? You go to parties. When you're there, what type of person are you? Are you the life of the party? You're talking to everybody? You're wallflowers? You sit back and kind of scope the scene? What do you drink when you're there? They ask you these questions, they take your answers, and from that, they craft you a signature scent. That's right. Actually, you get 2 scents. one for work and one for play, okay? So you won't smell like anybody else at that club, that party, that kickback, that function, that bar, whatever. You will stand out without even saying a word. Listen, I can't sell you on this no more, okay? I'm a firm believer in self-care and personal hygiene care for men. I think it's time we step it up a notch, and you can do that today with Hawthorne. Hawthorne is the fun and convenient way to get super high quality products tailored specifically to your needs. And Hawthorne even takes all the risks out of it by giving you free shipping on your order and returns. And if for any reason you don't like the products, they'll even retailer them based on your feedback. So today, do what I did. Take the Hawthorne quiz today and get started on your personal self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co, that's .co, and use the promo code SQUADD, SQUADD, and you'll get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co. Use the promo code SQUADD, SQUADD. Again, hawthorne.co, use the promo code SQUADD. You will thank your boy. Holla. People, right around this time, you always hear other people talking about new year, new me. I encourage you, all right? If you got a new activity that you want to tackle this year, make it happen. I myself am going to be taking up Jazz Taibo, that's a brand new thing, as well as learning another language, because I want to order my food in all the languages of the food that I like, because I feel like they put a little extra love on it. If you have a new activity that you want to start, I encourage you to do it with music. And if you're going to do it with music, you might as well do it with the Raycons, because it doesn't get any better than that. They make great sound accessible to everyone. Their wireless earbuds start at half the price of other premium brands. Half the price, but all the premium sound, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? If you think having those little white strings dangling from your ear looks ridiculous, I agree with you. And so does everyone at Raycon. That's why we want you to cut the string, okay? Start this year off right, okay? They come in a range of stylish colorways, but always comfortable with the in-ear fit and a more discreet look. And they don't just look great, ladies and gentlemen. They sound great too, okay? You can take them anywhere. They perform amazing. You have up to 6 hours of playback time. They're water and sweat resistant. The Bluetooth pairs immediately. As soon as you take it out the box, open it up, boom, it recognizes your phone. Put it in your ear, start listening to all of your favorite jams. Y'all have heard me talk about this before. And if you don't have it at this point, I have to ask you myself, why don't they like great sound at an affordable price? I don't understand it. So listen, Raycon is offering 15% off of all of their products for my listeners, and this is all you have to do. Go to buyraycon.com/squad. That's SQUADD. That's it. Okay? You'll get 15% off your entire Raycon order. So feel free to grab a pair and a spare. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/squad. Again, buyraycon.com/squad. SQUADD.
Next topic of the day, we have what's better? Dry wings versus wet wings.
Is this even a real topic?
That's tough though.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you top 1 and 2 dry rub. I'm only Wingstop. Louisiana rub and lemon pepper are my 1 and 2 wings at Wingstop.
And the Publix Mardi Gras wings.
Oh, what's that? I never had that.
They dry rub. They fire.
Public wings, low-key, and I said this before and I stand by it. Publix is better than Popeyes. I'll take Publix. And even Ralph. Yes, bro. Publix fried chicken, which is also dry, no sauce.
They're not in LA though, right? They're in Atlanta.
They're in the South. Publix
they're not even. Yeah, I don't think they even come past Texas. I don't really see it until I get to like Alabama, Atlanta area.
You said you get Louisiana rub? I've never had that.
Bruh, Louisiana rub from
I just recently discovered it.
Is flames.
Yeah. Really? I'm gonna try that today.
Yeah.
Because I just got up on the Korean flavor in Wingstop.
I ain't had that.
Atomic is too much.
Like it.
It is.
Y'all ever had Atomic?
Atomic, the hottest?
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fire. I got it for a challenge and I was like, this is fire.
No, my lips were on. I'm like, yo, it was too much. I thought I could do it because I really do like spicy stuff, but it was just too aggressive for no reason. I was like, nah, this isn't worth it.
I can't do spicy like that because I really can't. After certain spice, I can't really taste anything anymore.
Yeah. I like the Cajun though. I like the Cajun at Wingstop, and that's a dry one too.
That's not.
Here's the thing. I don't, because in Atlanta, like the number one wing is the wet lemon pepper. Like there's really, you don't even need ranch or blue cheese to dip it in because it's so saucy. But like even all these dry rubs, you have to dip them in ranch because you like it just gets stuck in here.
Meg, you crazy as hell. If you think I'm not gonna still dunk a wet wing and some ranch, you crazy as hell. Okay.
No, I know you would because your cholesterol is off the charts. But I'm just talking about everybody else who got regular cholesterol.
But lemon pepper wet is good too, though. That's lemon pepper wet is also really good.
What is that?
It's like the lemon pepper. Instead of it being like a dry rub, they toss it in butter. So
butter
it's like
sauce, yeah.
Oh, that's what makes it wet?
Yeah.
So good.
It's like butter with seasoning in it.
I like the hot lemon.
Are probably like, bro, what is y'all on, man? You already eating fried chicken. You want to douse that in more and just butter?
That's why you can't do that, but like once or twice a month. You can't overdo it, bro.
Yeah, I'm good on that. That sounds horrifying.
It's so good. I get the hot lemon, but you only certain places do it right, man. Where they do it like exactly how you want them to. I've had places give me the lemon pepper and then send me the hot sauce on the side in the containers. Like, bam, this is not what I asked for. Because I order it online and then I will call the store to make sure they understand, and they still do it wrong. And I'm like,
that stuff to hear.
No,
that's what they had out here in Dallas. That's what they had the cowboy flavor.
Yes,
and it's like lemon pepper. But they toss it also in the hot sauce. So it's like the buffalo wing lemon pepper, and that's my go-to.
That's it.
Limited time, so I'm racking it up.
That's called hot lemon. That's exactly.
In Dallas, they got a cowboy flavor.
Yep.
Cowboy.
That's what it's called, cowboy.
That sounds fire.
That does. Tavir told me about that, and I tried to do it at Wingstop, but I didn't call. And they just call.
You gotta call and make sure they do it. Cause like this Wednesday. This Wednesday is Wingstop Wednesday on Zooming with the homies. Trust and believe, your boy gonna be ordering that hot lemon once again.
They do that out here?
You have to call and ask him. So like when he places my order, because he's the director of marketing, so he places the order for all the guests on Wingstop. So he calls them directly, be like, "Yo, make sure you get this order right."
Can I come on a Wednesday? I want some wings.
Nah, they ain't. You know, ain't no Wingstops near you. You stay way out in the Boone's ass County.
No, there are. There's Wingstops.
There's Wingstops.
No, have y'all ever had the honey lemon pepper wet or the honey garlic? They use actual honey in there. It's so good.
Some Wingstops out here give you lemon pepper sauce separately that you can ask for.
Is it sauce or is it just the powder?
It's the powder and the butter, but they mix it together so you can pour it on instead of them tossing in it, which I feel like might be better than literally tossing it in butter. But that's fire.
I tried to ask for that someplace else, and they just gave me the lemon pepper. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Just literally pepper?
It was the lemon pepper seasoning, but it wasn't no type of saucy or nothing. So I'm like,
just seasoning.
Gosh.
Yeah, man.
But overall, Wingstop's killing the game, though. I mean, they just shut Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, I thought Buffalo Wild Wings said something.
Buffalo Wild Wings had the good commercials, and people was like, yes, but also when it comes to the actual chicken part, you guys are not doing the things that we really like.
Buffalo Wild Wings, though, they have this a curry flavor. Man, that shit right by itself is keeping them alive.
Curry?
So good.
I make curry wings at home, and they are fire. So
it's a yellow curry.
Talking now because I like curry. I never had it as a Wingstop.
Yeah, it is so. It's the only reason I still like Buffalo Wild Wings is because of that curry flavor. It's fire, my boy.
Buffalo Wild Wings, they be promoting the boneless too much.
Do y'all like boneless wings over regular wings?
I like nuggets. If you want to call it that, just call it that.
Yeah.
I need the bone. Pause.
Me too.
Yeah. I feel like it's rat meat or some other animal if it doesn't have the bone in it.
Yeah.
I
just feel like I'm doing bad in life when I'm eating boneless wings.
I would just say the wing.
Like, what is happening? Boneless wing? That's all, bitch. No, go somewhere else. No.
That's all.
You know, I was gonna say I've lived in a lot of places in the South and across the U.S., and I will tell you, I have not been to a city that has as many amazing wing places as Atlanta.
I
Like,
want to go to Magic City for the wings. I have heard.
yes, Magic City
that's
wings.
okay. Sure, right. Yeah.
If I happen to pray for some women who are, God uses all of your talent. He said, clap your hands or your butt. Whatever you do, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. He didn't say how you
joyful noise? Hell no.
Hell no.
Lord, Clarence, you can twerk for the Lord. It's interpretive dance.
What if you got to the
bro? Everything that's happening in the world now already happened in the Bible. So it's not like God's like, oh wow, they're doing something. There was a Meg Thee Stallion in the Bible.
What was her name?
What was her name?
What was her name?
Bathsheba?
No, she wasn't twerking. She was just out
You
here.
don't know that. You don't know the translation. David could have been like, dang, she's sitting on that thing. Basically, what he said.
He was a peeping Tom, is what he was. Okay.
He had to be peeping something.
Delilah probably was sitting on that thumper.
I missed all these chapters.
Yeah, because like what Pat, like Delilah went and cut Samson hair, right? Like what would a girl have to do to cut your hair? She doing something.
Right. Exactly. And Pat just likes his hair. What if Pat knew all the source of his hair was the source of his creativity and he still got involved?
Samson knew before he got it cut?
Yeah.
Yes, he knew from birth he was not supposed to cut his hair.
That means
Don't tell nobody.
on your boy. That he had to be like, man, I'm about to be weak out here.
Delilah need the fair one.
I'm just saying,
that's not true. After he got his hair cut, he started the phone company. Yeah? Anyone?
It worked out okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Pizza Hut used to have this honey sriracha sauce that was so flames, bro. When I tell you, shut up, Pat, fuck you. That shit was so good. And then they just stopped it for no reason whatsoever. It was so good. You say what?
Stop making wings and just work
Pizza
on
Hut
pizza.
has changed the most in 20 years. They used to be, when I was a kid, they ran the pizza game.
Yep.
They are not,
and you remember they used to have buffets at Pizza Hut? You would go to the buffet and they had a salad bar and everything.
It was so good.
Pizza Hut had a salad bar?
Yes, it was good. Like back in the day, early 90s, late 80s.
Some red cups.
Yeah, plastic cups. They had the cracks in them because they done dropped them all over the floor. Airline fractures all through the glass. It was ridiculous. I loved it though. What? So what y'all going with?
Wait.
Man, I just got Louisiana rub wings
Wop
right
wings.
now.
I want them wop.
Wings right now. At this point in my life, I'm with dry.
Wop? You want them wop?
I want them wop style. Give me some wop wings.
Jesus. Can I get that wop style, please?
Mad wet.
Get wet too.
Yeah, I gotta get the wet wings, bro.
And I'm dipping them in something else too. Yeah, some type of blue cheese.
Okay.
Like I gotta.
You got
cheese.
I love blue cheese.
I like blue cheese.
Really?
Like hot buffalo wings with blue cheese. That's what.
It's got a tang to it.
Why was there like a stretch of time where everybody hated blue cheese? Everybody that I talked to was like, ranch, blue cheese is disgusting, and now everybody's loving blue cheese again.
Are they? I feel like people don't like blue cheese. I love it though.
I don't like the.
I'll do ranch too. I just need something. I need something to dip it in. And I need it dipped.
I would do blue cheese if there's absolutely no other choice, but I prefer ranch. I'll take Caesar dressing over blue cheese though. If there's an option for it, I'd be like, give me some Caesar dressing, bro. Give me them anchovies real quick.
Caesar dressing.
Yeah.
Give me that anchovy.
I'm sorry, what? That's
Caesar,
not allowed.
Totally different concept.
Give me a vinaigrette. A vinaigrette? I just want a balsamic.
Catalina.
Catalina is flames, man.
I don't know hot wing.
Not on hot wings, right? Just as a dressing.
All right, so
you old. If you like Thousand Island Catalina,
I love Thousand Island.
Now old.
Thousand Island's fire. For what are you talking about? Not for wings, but
Russian dressing.
What?
I can only put Thousand Island on like a burger or something when somebody trying to do like some fake Big Mac sauces or shit. But like
amazing.
That's okay. That's sweet.
So who didn't go? Kev?
I said dry.
Okay.
Wet.
Wet. And the rest of us got wet. Meg, you went wet too, right? It's like the wet heaven, man. So there it is. We're gonna move on to this last and final topic right after this.
Finally, it is a new year. 2021 is finally here, and no one can be more happier than your boy. However, I do want to encourage all of you guys to make sure that you have life insurance and make sure it's up to date. And if you haven't started yet, you need to go and talk to the good folks over at Policygenius. I'm going to tell you why, okay? Policygenius makes it easy for you to compare more than 30 top insurance at once and save over 50% in the process. Plus, there's no hassle, okay? Because they're licensed experts who work with you, not the insurance companies. And this is how it works. First off, head to policygenius.com. And in minutes, you can work out how much coverage you need and compare quotes from top insurers to find the best price for your budget. All right, Policygenius will compare policies starting as little as $1 a day. $1 a day? That's cheaper than a cup of coffee, people. Y'all can do this. You might even be eligible to skip the in-person medical exam. What you waiting on, huh? I'll give you more information. Just to sell it, okay? Once you apply, the Policygenius team will handle all the paperwork and the red tape. If you hit any speed bumps during the application process, they'll take care of anything and everything. Listen, there's no reason for you not to do this, okay? We're getting older, all of us, even you young people watching this. It's never too early to get life insurance. All right, make it the year that you finally cross life insurance off your list and get the protection that you need for yourself and your loved ones. Go to policygenius.com right now to get started. You can save 50% or more by comparing quotes and start the new year off with one less thing to worry about. Policygenius. When it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right.
Last and final topic of the day we have, which was the saddest moment? The Fresh Prince's father leaving versus Mufasa dying.
You got through that okay. Well, real ones know that Pikachu dying was sadder than both of these.
Pikachu died?
Pikachu died. He came back with tears, I believe.
That don't count then.
Doesn't count.
It was still very sad. It was a tough 7 a.m. But I would say that Will's dad leaving was so sad and so impactful, it became a key in acting. Like it became just like one of the most like redone scenes ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be honest, I don't remember Mufasa dying.
What? I remember that was like, I think that's more traumatizing because we were all younger when we saw that. We weren't old enough to process death
like that. Like a lion dying didn't hit home for our community.
It hit home for me.
It did. I'm telling you, when you're a little kid, you don't think about, oh, my community. You're a little kid. You don't know black, white. You don't really think about that. But then when you see like it's supposed to be a Disney movie and happy, yay. And then his dad dies so tragically and you weren't expecting it. That's rough for a kid.
Also,
and
oh, go ahead, Cynthia.
No, I'm saying his uncle was to blame too, so he had nowhere to go. Like everybody was against him, and that's hard to process. You're looking at your cousins, your uncle's like, dang, this shit can flip any moment. Like it is very traumatizing. Fresh Prince, they all pretty much left together. Like he had to go to a jungle.
I think for me, I didn't see Mufasa's death coming at all. Because movies always like they dangled the fear, but nothing ever really happened.
Yeah.
He died when Simba did his head, I was like, hold on. He dead? I thought he was like knocked out, hurt. He dead for real. And then Scar came in with like, look what you did. Like, that was y'all. Don't put that on him. Bruh, the music and all that was that was tough.
And it was an animal. Imagine if Simba was a human. They probably wouldn't even be able to make that movie. It would have been too sad. Like we didn't even do anything like that. He got superheroes though. Batman superheroes. He got superpowers. Batman became something too, and he went to a rich mansion. Like Simba saw his father get murdered, kind of find out his uncle and everybody was behind it. He lost the love of his life for the majority of his time. He had to go somewhere with people who were using him. Like, they only liked him because he was big, you know? That's the only reason. He missed out on mad lion lessons. He missed out on so many lion lessons. He learned Hakuna Matata. He didn't even use Hakuna Matata when he had to go use Scar. He had to figure that shit out. Like, he didn't know nothing.
Trivia has a lot of she's put a lot of thought into this subject that was just introduced.
It's sad. Simba was done wrong from the beginning of time. Fresh Prince, it was happy. It was like, it was sad because it's like, damn, any season finale of any TV show, like even if you didn't watch the TV show and you just happened to watch the season finale, because that happened with me and Will and Grace, and I didn't even watch the show like that, but one day the season finale was up, bitch, I was crying. I was like, this is
what?
Season finales are written beautifully. Like,
also, Pat, for me, the Will Smith thing, my real dad wasn't a part of my life like that, and I was wanting him to come and pick me up, so that hit me like,
man.
So I was like, it ain't just me. Yeah, see, I want to go on the trip. I was like, see, man, y'all be trash. But by then, my stepdad was in my life, so he was kind of like the Uncle Phil moment. So that one hit home. I cried harder at that moment, but the Simba thing was more unexpected.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. It seems like one is way more relatable and hit our culture.
I mean, of course, it's human, but like,
the Lion King don't hit as hard now as it did. The Fresh Prince one, I still be like, whew.
Because think about it, we were all like older, we were all around Fresh Prince age, you know what I'm saying? We were teenagers or we were preteens watching this. So yes, that we were older and that was real true to life. So I think it just depends, because like when you watch this stuff, at what age of life you watch these things.
Yeah. I feel the same way Kev does. Like I was going through my dad making promises that he was gonna come see me and then he would never show up, and then so like that really hit hard for me. But for Mufasa, bro, like I had never like been so smitten by a dad so fast. Like Mufasa came in strong. I was like, yo, Mufasa, he's a dad for real. I felt connected to him. So when he died, I felt like I really lost somebody, dog. He died so fast too. It was like minute 13 of the movie, and he was out.
Bruh.
How do you fall in love with somebody as a dad figure in 13 minutes?
Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, yeah, that voice. We all love James Earl Jones.
And also, the whole time he was alive, he was nothing but wisdom and kindness. Even when he could have been mad at Simba, he was like mad, but he was like, bro, you know I'm trying to protect you out here. It's crazy. You know I love you. You tripping.
He showed him where the Crips were and where not to go in the dark area. He was like, yeah, don't go over there. Them niggas is crazy as fuck.
And yeah, he came and rescued him too from there.
That's what I'm saying.
Right there.
And he was in there with the wildebeest, like he had did it all. When he jumped out of the wildebeest, he was still healthy. He was just like, whoo, Scar, my brother, thank you. And Scar was like, but no, though. Are you serious?
Oh no.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. Like,
wait, I don't remember any of this. It's so weird. I have to read.
Did you go to the movies high? Because you probably didn't. Fell asleep.
Listen,
I was a child.
I was high as a child and fell asleep.
That shows how much he was traumatized by it. He's blocked it out of his head.
I don't really remember that movie. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Because that was one of the first times I remember being sad. Like with Fresh Prince, I was older and I was watching reruns of it by the time I had really seen it. But like Simba, that was one of the first times I remember really being sad. Like that and Bambi was like really some like reflecting moments as a child where you're like, I'm laughing, it's cartoons, but now I'm thinking about other shit. You know, like this is it hit a different part of my brain that made me start being like, and this can happen to you. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Bambi was sad too. Yeah, we were prepped with Bambi.
I didn't see Bambi as a kid, so the Lion King was the first time I had saw that. But then Up and Toy Story 3 really, I was like, man, when they was about to get burned up, I was like, well into my 20s. And I was like, why do I feel this way? They caught me slipping at the end when they just resigned to die. I was like, wow, why do I feel this way?
They all did it together too, right?
Oh, they held hands, Cynthia. They reached out. They was like, I was like, no!
Stop.
Oh, snap.
But I think they started doing that in cartoons more. Like they started really doing some fucked up shit in cartoons. Like
real life. Yeah.
Pixar's known for that.
In Up, they were wrong for that.
Their intro. That was all in the intro.
Bro, I was like, yo, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, I related to him the whole movie. I was like, everything that he did that was nasty, I was like, it's okay, bro. I remember the beginning of this movie. This is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, they did him so cold. Then try to take his house. I was like, this
is his crib, right? Man.
Gentrified him right about the crib.
Hey, they say that whole movie is about him dying, and that little kid is like helping him transition. I want to watch it again, knowing that it's pretty crazy. Yeah, they're saying that in some part in the beginning he actually dies, and that little kid, that's why he's so persistent. It keeps popping up. He's just trying to help him transition, and the house flying is kind of more of a metaphor than it actually happening. It's like a whole conspiracy. I want to watch it again, knowing all that stuff.
I can see that.
You're not just kind of thinking about it being a cute Pixar movie that way.
Does that make it more sad or less sad?
Way less sad.
Way more sad.
More important.
I thought more sad.
It's like the second time you watch Get Out after hearing about everything that you missed the first time. You're like, oh, that was the movie y'all were watching? Okay, let me do this again.
Bro, Get Out. I watched The Sixth Sense. I don't know if I told this on here. I'm getting old. I don't remember when I tell stories like this. Did I tell this on here?
I don't think so.
I didn't realize Bruce Willis was dead for like 3 years.
Wait, even after watching the ending?
I was like, man, this is a great movie. I remember it being like 3 years later. So I was like, man, it was crazy. He was dead the whole time. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
That's in the movie, though. That reveals in the movie.
Didn't right. They show you plain as day. And I was just like, man, this is crazy.
Well, dude, you must have fell asleep during that part.
No, I was wide awake.
Wait. Every time
what did you think the ending was? What did you think the ending was? That made it a good movie.
The ending was, I see dead people, and Bruce Willis like, that's crazy. Like no reveal, just like, damn, that's wild.
It's so long ago now, I don't really remember. It must have been something like that, because I left
flashback. It shows all the scenes that they interacted, like when he couldn't open that door behind, and then it showed like it was locked. It showed like a flashback, literally, of every scene that he was in that was a ghost, and then he was like, oh my god, he damn near did everything but say I was dead.
I know, but for me, you gotta be like, me, I'm dead, and I'd be like, what? They literally showed you, and I was just like, man.
Heavy implications don't work on Kim.
That's why I really be enjoying movies. I never see stuff coming. I don't watch movies trying to figure it out. I just sit down and be like, I'm gonna enjoy this. So when this happened, I'd be like, oh, didn't see it.
It was like the milk on the table all over again. Like, you know.
What's the milk on the table?
When his mom put the milk on the table and she thought he was getting a breakfast. Like,
damn. He lived his whole life like that.
He didn't get he was like, he don't get small implications. I was like, damn, he really did think he was gonna get a 4-course breakfast the next day.
I didn't sense
gotta spell it out
from her at all. I was like, oh, cool, this went a lot better than I thought. Thanks.
Oh man,
I'm gonna speak up more often.
Don't do that. I finally just looked up what was troubling me for like the past couple months. I don't know why. I completely forgot about Unbreakable with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that The Sixth Sense was the first part of that 3-part series with Unbreakable, Mr. Glass, and all of that. And I'm like, how was he in all of these movies if he was dead? Like, I really was struggling with that until just now. I was like, what movie was it that Bruce Willis was in? It wasn't The Sixth Sense, it was Unbreakable. So
yeah, and it was that recent movie that just attached to that.
Glass
and
It was something with the other guy too in the middle.
Not Psycho.
Where he had the multiple Split.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is low-key the white Denzel Washington because he's kind of the same character in every movie. So you could tie it to. I could see how you would be confused, like, and then he, became a cop, and it was Die Hard. Like, it's kind of all the same character.
Yeah, it's just Bruce Willis' performance, though.
Huh? You say what?
I don't think I've ever been moved like Bruce Willis' performance.
What? Not a Die Hard.
I like him, but I've never been like, ooh, Bruce really acting now.
He's dope.
Yeah, I don't know if it was bone-chilling speeches that he ever really had.
He's never
real moments. I ain't really seen a Bruce Willis movie been like, yeah.
You know why? Because it was always action. He never really had biopics or drama. He never had a Glory. He never had a Malcolm X. He never had anything that he could like show range. He's just like showing guns. It's like, yeah, nigga, shot you.
He did dramas, but they were like, I'm a white guy in a suit movies. Like, I don't
know.
Like what?
I can't think of one.
You know who low-key did action movies but had bars, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator? Like when he was dying, he had some bars. When he was saving the kids, like he had some shit that hit me like, damn, even I'll Be Back. It was simple, but when he was dying and he said it hit different. Like, damn, okay.
That's wild that there was like a slew of actors that like could barely talk that were like killing it, making good.
Arnold used it to his benefit, though. They were like, okay, you can't talk, but you are ripped and you look kind of like a robot. Perfect. We got just the thing for you.
That's what stopped Vin Diesel's speeches because he couldn't talk. He'd be like, but like but they gave him monologues. It's a forever.
He always sound like a VCR. Like if a VCR was eating up a tape. Remember VCRs when they used to eat up the tape and they'd be like, yeah, and then that's
he always was giving those.
They gave him monologues.
They were like, drive this car, actually. Right when the speech is happening, just the muscle cut.
He just always sound like he's in a really serious Olive Garden commercial. That's all.
What?
You're here, your family. Like, all right, y'all can say that every movie. Now pass the breadsticks. Like
if Olive Garden was like real Italian mobs, family. Like, I believe it.
Ryan, and he was really acting, but then after that, it was like he's gonna make the same movie over and over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
But he was great as Groot. I loved him as Groot.
Statham, I don't remember him showing much emotion.
Oh no, he's even worse than Bruce Willis.
Right, he's always.
Did you say Vin Diesel's breakout performance in acting was Groot? That's the worst thing you can tell an actor ever.
Pat, when he was Baby Groot, he hit him with the "I am Groot." I was like,
he did voiceover for 2 hours and did 7 movies. they stretched that. They just sped it up a little for Baby Groot.
He did the other language. He was like, "Soy Groot."
All right, well let's put it to a vote. What y'all going with?
Wait, what was
I don't think about his action stars now. I can't lie. What
was the topic?
Will Smith, which was worse? Or Savage?
Yes. Will's dad.
I would say I related to the Fresh Prince more, but the Lion King was sadder.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that because it's just to teach children about that. Why? It was sad.
Lions die every day, B. Lions die all the time.
Fathers don't be in their kids' life every day, B.
But I mean, Facebook and Twitter, like all these crazy animal videos, has kind of jaded me to animal death. So still.
Did y'all see that? This is this was bad. I did not want to laugh. Did y'all see that dog video where he ate the edible and it was hot?
Yeah.
Dog, I know that is wrong to laugh at, but I tell you, dog's face was so funny, man.
Zooted.
And then when somebody like you high, you try to act like you're not. You're like, I'm not high. That's exactly what
Your eyes are all wide. No, look.
It looked like the dog was smiling.
He was happy.
Oh man.
And then he was scared sometimes, some moments.
Yeah.
Normal edible shit, you know.
So
but then he was happy again.
Who else did you go? Who'd you say, Pat?
I think
I said Will Smith's.
Will Smith's. What about you, Cynthia?
I'm gonna go with Mufasa because I'll still cry to this day if I see it. So I avoid it, you know.
What about you, man?
Same thing. I'm going with The Lion King with sadder.
Wow. Lion Kings have it. There it is. Pat, get on this bandwagon, bro. You out there bullshitting. It's been another episode of SquADcast Versus. I want to thank all the squad for pulling up today. And thank you guys so much for sending your suggestions. Continue to send those suggestions to my inbox on Instagram, man, my DM on Instagram. And we will see y'all on the next episode. Peace.